Hey there, I'm the MadCatster. Am I glad to see you here? Well, today we have a pretty gross story that's coming out of all places, Florida, and it's about a woman who has been charged with some pretty heinous crimes. We're going to talk about it right now. You know me, I've got the deets and all the receipts, so buckle up and let's go. And I'm here with Sybil, and Sybil says please like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. So today we're going to talk about a woman in Florida who has been charged with some pretty disgusting crimes involving her dog and what she's facing in terms of hopefully a prison sentence. So there's some woman in Florida who was arrested for inappropriate and vile conduct with her chihuahua. Her name is Logan Nicole Gumsky, and she's been charged with one count each of inappropriate activity involving an animal and filming that activity. According to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, we've seen a lot of social media people create their own demise because they just can't resist posting this stuff. Not to mention the fact that this conduct happened is vile enough. The sheriff's department found out what she was doing when an anonymous tip was received that this woman was posting things to her Instagram account, which I don't know how this stuff is posted on Instagram and doesn't get her banned because it's pretty vile. But anyway, so I'm going to show you now the affidavit of the complaint against her. There aren't any court documents yet, so this video is not going to be that long, but we're going to go over briefly the complaint, the affidavit that was sworn out by the officers, and the charges that she's facing and what penalties she may be facing. So here's the affidavit, and it's the arrest affidavit. It's from the Marion County Sheriff's Office down in Ocala, Florida, and it's from January 29th of this year, and it's Logan Nicole Gumsky, 26-year-old white female, and she's been charged with a felony in the third degree, which to me, I'm glad at least it's a felony, but third degree sounds to me like it should be higher than that. The offense code is conservation of animals, and the charge description, and I've had to necessarily block out some stuff in this because it's just too vile to be read out here. A person may not knowingly film, distribute, or possess any inappropriate images or video of a person and an animal engaged in any of the activities prohibited by this section. And she's have to post a bond in the amount of $5,000. Again, I think that's kind of light. And this is what the affidavit of the officers had to say. In Marion County, Florida, the defendant did commit the offense of inappropriate activities involving animals, filming and possessing, to wit, on January 28, 2025, while assigned to the Special Victims Unit, I received an anonymous tip regarding an investigation involving inappropriate conduct against an animal, and the tip stated that the defendant, Logan Gumsky, had posted a video on her Instagram social media page, where she goes under the name of Alex Gumex, of her engaging in inappropriate activities with a dog. The tip included an attachment of the video in question. God bless him for being able to sit through that. I don't think I could do it. I think number one, it would make me sick, and number two, it would just enrage me. And it says in the video, there's a 32-second clip of a dog, the white female. The white female also utilizes her hand for stuff and to pet her dog and coerce the dog to continue. The primary focus of the video is the dog in question and an unclothed woman. The majority of the 32 seconds is the dog making contact with the female. The female's face cannot be seen within the video, and the dog is a small brown and white chihuahua. I located the Instagram page of Alex Gumex that is listed as being owned by Logan Gaminsky. The Instagram page is public, oh my God, and has 88 photographs and videos depicting the defendant in different capacities. I confirm the person depicted on this Instagram profile is the defendant, Logan Nicole Gaminsky, utilizing an up-to-date photograph. The photographs depicted on the Instagram account show a body physique similar to the body shown in the video submitted in the tip in reference to skin tone, weight, and stature. On the Instagram account Alex Gumex, the defendant has several photographs and videos that depict her with a small brown dog, possibly a chihuahua, that is identical to the one in the video. This dog is small and light brown with large brown ears, a white line going down the middle of his head, a white belly, and white fur that extends halfway up the dog's legs. I confirmed that the dog in the video has all the same characteristics. I also located a photograph posted on April 5th, 2024 that depicts the defendant with the same dog that is wearing the same dark colored collar that is depicted in the video. In the video submitted in the tip, the white female is utilizing her hand to do things as well as pet the dog on its head. The hand can be seen to have 2 nails, thumb and pointer finger, that have light blue nail polish, and 2 nails, middle finger and ring finger, that are painted white with a design. I was able to locate several photographs between the dates of April 3rd, November 2024, and November 26, 2024, posted on the suspect's Instagram that showed the defendant with this exact nail design. The video also shows a possible belly button piercing on the white female, which in several photographs on the defendant's Instagram page, you can see her with a navel piercing. I made phone contact with the person who submitted the tip, who requested to remain anonymous for obvious reasons. They stated that on January 27, 2025, they observed the aforementioned video posted on the defendant's public Instagram page, Alex Gummix. They advised the post has already been deleted. I'm not surprised. However, they were able to save the video before it was deleted, and that is what they submitted with the anonymous tip. They described the video as depicting a dog. They observed the defendant's Instagram page and observed photographs of the defendant with the same nails and the same dog as in the video. They described observing a post on January 27, 2025 of the defendant's ex-boyfriend, oh my God, screenshotting the aforementioned video on his Instagram, tagging the defendant in it, and calling the defendant disgusting. Yeah, no kidding. And I'm sure he's glad he left her. This post has also been deleted. However, they were able to screenshot the post and include that in the tip. Thank God this person had the state of mind to copy these things so that they could hand them over to the police. On the 31st, and I have a question. She's posting this stuff on her public Instagram page. Most social media sites have some kind of AI monitoring that will pick up on any kind of inappropriate behavior or language. And doesn't Instagram do that? I don't post that much on Instagram, so I'm not aware. And I usually only post like travel photos and stuff. But I can't believe that something like that could get posted and not immediately get detected. On March 21st, 2025, the detective and I conducted an interview with the defendant, Logan Gaminsky. The defendant admitted that she is a content creator, which described her as utilizing the platform, which is like OF, but I think it's mostly used like by Europeans, to sell the photographs. And wow, so that platform allows this kind of vile crap to be posted on it. That, you know, they talk about banning TikTok. Why the hell don't they ban this crap? To me, this is much more harmful than anything on TikTok. She utilizes the platform to sell photographs and videos of herself without clothing, depicting different acts to users on the internet. The defendant admitted to taking the video. Oh God. Well, she's not going to have much of a defense, is she? Thank God. Hopefully she'll just plead guilty. The defendant admitted to taking the video of her engaging in conduct with her dog, Princeton, which she described as a brown and white chihuahua. She advised that this was at the request of a Snapchat user. God. And that person should have some consequences too, who requested she make the video and send it to him. The defendant, in return for engaging in the conduct and recording it, was paid $500 by the person. The defendant advised that she also made a second video. Oh God, this just makes me so sick. Containing conduct with a different dog, Rosie, which she described as a yellow lab. The defendant advised that the videos were still located on her cellular device, so she's not only vile and disgusting, but she's also very stupid, thank God, by telling them where to find the evidence, which she described as an Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max. The defendant advised the videos were transmitted over Snapchat. Now, Snapchat, for allowing this kind of content to be distributed, should face some kind of consequences, although I'm sure there's not a whole lot that can be done about it. Due to the defendant admitting to committing the acts with her dog, recording the interaction, and transmitting it via electronic means, she was placed under arrest and transported to the Marion County Jail. Good. And I hope the dogs got taken away right away from her. And so I believe she's awaiting arraignment now. But this is one of the most disgusting things I have seen in a while. And I sure as hell hope that she gets the maximum penalty allowable. Now let's take a look at the statute and the penalties associated with this third-degree felony. Okay, so here's the 2024 Florida statutes, and this is Crimes, Chapter 775, General Penalties, Registration of Criminals. So this deals with penalties and the applicability of sentence structures, mandatory minimum sentences for certain reoffenders previously released from prison for a felony of the third degree by a term of imprisonment not exceeding 5 years. So she's facing potentially 5 years in prison. I sure as hell hope the judge who gets this case gives her the full 5 years. Obviously, she's going to be found guilty because she's admitted it and handed them the evidence. So hopefully won't waste a lot of taxpayer dollars, and she'll hopefully plead guilty. Now the fines, it says a person who has been convicted of an offense other than a capital felony may be sentenced to pay a fine in addition to any punishment described. And for a third-degree felony, which is letter C here, she could also be made to pay a $5,000 fine when the conviction is a felony of the third degree, and that's what this is. So I hope she gets 5 years in prison and a $5,000 penalty, and I hope they ban her from being able to own an animal for a very long time. So in my opinion, someone of this kind of depraved nature shouldn't be near animals for the rest of her life, and shouldn't be near children or anyone else for that matter. So I will follow this. You guys know me. I'm obviously care about animals a lot. And when I first read this, I just was enraged and so upset that somebody could do this. You know, animals are like kids. They're helpless, basically. They're at your mercy for your protection. They rely on us to take care of them, and to abuse that trust, this is just unconscionable. And I hope she really does get the maximum. Let me know what you think down below. Her arraignment's going to be coming up, I think, this month or next month. So I'll look at that. Oh, so get this. She's not even in jail. They're not holding her. She got out on bond, which, that's unfortunate. But again, I hope those animals were taken away right away. I think I had read that they did take them, and I hope that they found them a good foster home and that she never gets to see them again. But let me know what you think down below. I will follow the arraignment, and let me know, do you want me to cover the trial? I have started to get interested in not just reporting on some of this stuff, but maybe going and actually covering. And I got that idea. Well, it's not really anything new, but what prompted me to think like that is Atozy. If you've seen Atozy's channel, he's been like a mentor to me the last, God, it's almost 4 years now. And this past week, he actually came up to Boston, and I met him, and we went to cover the arraignment of another social media person, and I'll talk about that in another video. We went to go to her arraignment up in New Hampshire. I'm also licensed to practice there. And so we went to the court, and wouldn't you know, they bound over her case from district court to superior court, so the arraignment was canceled. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see the arraignment. I'm hoping that that's a sign that she's going to get more serious charges and penalties because it's gone now from the district to the superior court. But I won't get into that case here. I'll do a video on it. But anyway, so I did get to spend the day with Atozy because it was a long drive both ways. And he's really, really nice guy and really funny. And so, you know, he's really given me the urge to want to actually do some of this. He actually went to Korea to cover the Johnny Somali trial. And I know he's thinking about going to the Philippines to cover another one, and we may meet up in June to cover something in Arizona. So I think I might get into more of an interactive involvement with this stuff. I think it'll be a little more interesting too than me just going over cases with you. So let me know in the comments below if you like that idea, if you think that's a good idea. I've got some people to thank. I have to make another video right after this, and that's going to go up hopefully by the end of the week. So look out for that, but I'll do my thank yous at the end of that video. I'm doing a little experimenting with changing my thumbnail, and from this video, you probably will have noticed that my intro wasn't there. Don't panic. I'm not making any permanent changes. I'm just experimenting to see how the algorithm responds to certain advice that I've been given, and Atozy's been great about giving me advice to see if it has an impact on my videos. And so I'm not going to make any permanent changes until I've gone through this whole process, and you'll notice too my thumbnails are changed. YouTube lets you do a thing where you can put up different thumbnails, up to 3 different thumbnails that they'll rotate on a video, and they gauge the response to each thumbnail to see which one gets the best response. So I'm doing a little bit of that too on some of my more recent videos, just to see if the newer style that I'm experimenting with has a better rate of click-through. We'll find out. But anyways, nothing's permanent yet. If you guys have any tips, let me know. If there's anything you want to see me cover, let me know down in the comments too. Look out for my new video by the end of the week. Sybil says, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, you guys. In the interim, take care of yourselves, love one another, and I will see you in the next one.
Pretty please. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I get a treat for every new sub. Thank you.